Hello and welcome to another Chinese food adventure. I'm super excited because I'm in the food paradise of Guangzhou, a place that you could eat every day a new food for like 10 years. There are so many varieties of food here. But today we're exploring a topic that is very interesting, and that's actually the disappearing foods here in Guangzhou, because a lot of the foods that used to be very popular aren't that popular anymore, or a lot of the ingredients used are now very expensive. So today we're going to be eating some foods that may not be around for that much longer. So I am here with Peter, my go-to food guide here in the south of China. If you've watched my videos before, you'll have met Peter. He has the most amazing food knowledge. He's also born and bred here in Guangzhou, so there is simply no better food guide for this food adventure. I don't know what we're eating today. Peter's completely taking the wheels. And this is the first place he's taking me, where we're going to be trying this. It's called Lifeen. We've also ordered what looks like rice rolls topped with braised meat of some kind. Both dishes I've never tried or seen before. Wow, this looks amazing. I'm especially drawn to this one here because I love changfen.
This one is not really called changfen, it's called zhu changfen because it looks like
an intestine. Yeah, pork intestine.
It's different from like the changfen that we're used to every day, that like the filling is wrapped inside. But here, instead of filling, we have toppings. It's like drenched in sauce.
And the topping is pork.
This is actually beef.
So pork intestine rice rolls that are actually made of rice topped with beef. Got it. Oh, it smells so good. It reminds me of my grandma's beef stroganoff, that very like rich and like hearty kind of food. So why is this one a disappearing food?
I used to see them a lot when I was little, like when I was going to elementary school or stuff. I would probably have something like this for a breakfast. But right now, with like the more influx of people from everywhere in the country, this is like decreasing in popularity. And also, look at these kind of like beef dishes. It's really time consuming. Yeah, and
that's a fair amount of nice beef. For what was the price of this dish?
Less than 20, definitely.
For my first bite, I made sure to get one of those juicy looking zhu changfen, absolutely smothered in sauce. I'm so excited for this.
The meat is so good.
Oh, the changfen is so good. So soft. This texture is so good. And you can see that sauce is like slightly starchy as well, so it's quite thick. And that means that the sauce really sticks to that changfen noodle. I feel like this is a universal language of love. That meat is so good. I eat this and I'm reminded of all the hours that my grandma would put into her beef stroganoff. And I don't know, maybe people from Guangzhou have that same feeling of hominess when they eat a piece of beef as delicious as that.
Well, I mean, this is exactly a homey dish for us Cantonese people. If you look into the kitchen, you can probably see that like pretty much everyone doing these dishes right now are like the ayis. I kind of have this kind of feeling that like these dishes will only remain within their age group, and then when they grow older, it's kind of disappearing with their generation. And I really wonder if my children will be able to have the same memory of flavor as I do.
I feel like in this day and age, everyone's competing for the new Wang Hong Dian, like the new must-try food, and it's starting this, new food culture, which is also very exciting. I'm also wondering, maybe when I'm 80 years old, we're trying to teach the kids about the nai cha, like, oh, you enjoy this nai cha, because when you're old, it won't be around anymore. That was my generation. Well, I think it's time that we tried this one here. What is this?
Sure.
It looks very interesting, like a mix between a soup and a solid.
Yes.
Like, what would you call that?
Like glop.
A glop. It's a glop.
So this dish is called Lifeen. What you can see here are really fat, chunky noodles.
Is this a wheat noodle or a rice noodle?
Rice noodle. And they fall apart like
oh my god,
easily.
The texture is amazing. And the flavor of that is like very umami, and there must be some dried shrimp in there or something.
Well, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Dried shrimp, shiitake mushroom.
And it's served with two varieties of pickles, one spicy and one non-spicy.
Because when you're having too much of a umami flavor in every bite, you're kind of like tired of it. This can be like the nice palate cleanser. It
kind of has a bit of a macaroni cheese feel to it. That's amazing. It's so like the same as this, like warm and comforting. It's like thick.
And fun fact, so Lifeen, this is a little bit off-putting, but the word lie actually means to poop.
To poop?
Yes.
Poopfen. How did that come together in this dish?
Okay, so like, look at this kind of thick and short noodles. I mean, basically, like they use this word to like make it like poop from the machine.
Oh, they
And drop
poop it out of a machine.
Yeah.
Trust that my first reaction is show me the poop machine. I want to see the poop. So this would be like your equivalent of Vegemite on toast growing up. I don't know if you know what Vegemite is, but us Australians growing up, we would eat Vegemite on toast as like our breakfast.
I didn't look at you with confusion. I looked at you with horror because I've actually tried it, Vegemite with toast, and oh my gosh.
Not a fan.
No,
You
absolutely
prefer your
not.
Lifeen for breakfast.
Yes, like everyday home style food.
Time to head to our next food stop, which involved a taxi ride because it's in another district of Guangzhou.
We're now in Haizhu
Haizhu
district.
district.
So for that reason, you've brought your friend here who
Yeah.
is a local Haizhu citizen. Haizhu
Yes,
citizen.
exactly.
And she's recommended we come here. It's called 顺营小吃店 and it's absolutely packed with locals.
现在已经是快差不多1点钟了，正常来说是过了吃饭的时候，可是还是有那么多的人在排队，所以我们就知道这一家店它真的是非常好吃，而且是非常 local 的。
What are we about to eat here, Leia?
Oh, let's have a look. We were ordering the 辣梅饭. Actually, the 辣梅饭 is made by the gluten rice with the sausage Cantonese.
有腊肠，有虾米，有冬菇，有花生，很多东西的。
It looks like almost like a fried sticky rice.
It seems like it's fried rice, but it's not because you can see it. It's
Oh,
very
it's steamed. So we're definitely going to get a portion of this sticky steamed rice. But it looks like there's also something else here that's very, very popular.
Another thing, very traditional Cantonese, especially in Haizhu, is 猪红汤. The 猪红汤 is made by the blood of the pork. Seems like very horrible, but actually it's totally not. It's just something looks very tasty, very delicious.
Check out these prices, very reasonable. For a small portion of the rice, we're looking at 8 renminbi. And for this pork blood soup, only 4 renminbi.
在小学的时候，它就已经在了。Sometimes I maybe don't want to eat the canteen in my school, so I can come here
Wow.
to grab some food.
Do you feel like this food is maybe disappearing or becoming less and less common in Guangzhou?
Yeah, it's quite disappearing. 他们没有很高的利润，就是他们赚的钱其实很少，因为我们可以看得出 the price is very cheap.
It's so cheap.
And secondly, because nowadays we have a lot of very 网红 restaurants.
Yeah.
And the 网红 restaurant is very beautiful, it's very fancy. You can take some picture, post it in the Instagram, in the WeChat. But
Yeah.
here, another big problem. Nowadays, not even in China, not even in Guangdong, in the whole world, the climatization is very high. 就是全球气候变暖，然后天气也越来越热。But here, they didn't have the 空调。
Oh, yeah.
So if you, I recommend you guys buy the things here and take away.
To home?
Yeah, take it home or wherever you can find some air conditioner.
But we're going against Leah's own advice. We'll actually be eating in today.
Literally just a hole in the wall where people are just sitting and eating. Very local vibe. My first impressions are there's just so much in this rice. I can see little dried shrimps, some mushrooms, some onion. It's like chock-a-block full of stuff. And this is a small portion, and I think that's maybe all you'd need because glutinous rice is quite heavy.
It's a very traditional Haizhu food because this place, when I was born, you're already here.
That's so cool that not only does this city have local specialties that are specialties of this city, but every district has its own specialties.
I grew up in Yuexiu district, and I don't really see this particular kind of glutinous rice very often as I was growing up.
Anyway, let's try this. Oh,
It tastes very good because with the traditional Cantonese sausage, the 腊肠 here is made by the
by them, locally made.
It's made by the locally made.
It looks like a simple dish on the side of the road, but a lot of effort goes into it. You know, making your own latang, lapchong.
The mushroom, the peanuts, and have a lot of sauce, traditional Cantonese.
It's really nice. It's like got a very soy sauce taste, but also like a slight seafood umami taste as well from all of that those dried shrimps in there. But as you said, it is a little dry.
Yeah, so maybe we can try that one,
Awesome.
which is made by the blood of the pork. Actually, 这个猪红汤它跟北方猪红汤有很大的一个区别呢，就是我们港式猪红汤里面它会加很多白的胡椒粉跟一些葱花，去把那个 blood 它本身的那个腥味给去掉，所以当你吃起来的时候，你是完全不会感觉到它是一个猪的血的这种味道。
You can see it on top here actually, the 胡椒粉。
这个是我们广州这边每次喝早茶，基本上大人小朋友都必点的。为什么呢？因为这个猪红它本身是很软的，它有点像 pudding 的那一种质感。所以无论是大人小朋友，就是小朋友可能还没有长牙，然后老人家呢，有可能是因为牙齿咬不到硬的东西，然后这个猪红就可以完美的解决这两个群体的需求。
So everyone can eat this. This is a meal for the people. Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy. You're right. The white pepper, it really takes out any like meat taste from that blood, and it just makes it really savory. It's like the first thing that's hitting me is like salty, savory, a bit of ginger as well taste. Everything is in balance with each other, and the texture of that blood is also really, really nice. I think this is the most I've ever enjoyed pork blood because I have eaten a lot of blood before. Mostly my favorite one is 鸭血.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it has a more subtle taste, and sometimes pork blood, if it's not flavored right, can be very like xingwei.
Yeah.
But this, it doesn't have any of that.
xingwei.
It's just, it's not challenging at all. It's more like a tofu than a blood. I actually like this pork blood soup more than I like the rice, and I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Maybe it's because this rice is a little bit too dry for nowadays, because nowadays it has sunshine.
Yeah.
All the things so hot. And
Yeah.
We prefer to eat something juicy.
But we had an idea to remedy this problem, adding some of that blood and the soup to the glutinous rice.
Oh my gosh, look at this spoonful. Look how glorious. Lapchong, blood, peanut, dried shrimp, and some glutinous rice, and a little bit of onion as well. So let's give this a go. Even better.
It's much better.
Moist. That's exactly what that needed, a bit of moisture.
Maybe it's the new food that we created by ourselves.
Yeah, this is the YYDS. So thank you, Leia. Time to pass the baton back to Peter.
Yeah, exactly. Time to pass the mic back to me.
So where are you taking us now, Peter?
Well, it's just around the corner. There is a place for the fried ice.
What?
Well, okay, like that's the literal translation, but you will see what it is all
Okay,
about.
let's go check it out.
So around the corner is what at first glance looks like a fruit shop, but that's only half of the story.
So there's all these fruits on display. At first, I thought this was a fruit shop, but basically you can choose what fruits you want, and they're going to turn it into like this sorbet. So they basically mix it up into a blender, and then they put it on this ice wok thing where they're going to mix it up and it becomes into like this ice creamy consistency. Can you mix two different fruits together?
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, as many as you want.
Oh my god, this is so cool. I wish I could get this everywhere. I think I'm definitely going to get something mango related. This mango is literally the size of my head.
Of my head as well.
Of your head, and that's quite impressive.
And there are some interesting combinations I'm seeing. This one is avocado and mango, this one is grape and lemon, and this is coconut and mango. I like the sound of that.
But I've decided to go for passion fruit and mango. I feel like that's going to be a really nice combo. What are you getting?
Well, I'm getting passion fruit with pineapple.
Oh, so this is mine here.
So it starts off as a liquid, and over the course of 7 to 8 minutes, it slowly solidifies into something that looks like a sorbet. After seeing the time and effort that goes into making each and every fried ice, I think you can guess why it's a disappearing food.
I have 2 cups here. Do you want to bite?
Yeah, sure.
There you go, that one's yours then. Actually, I want the bigger one, because you've got your own coming. Oh my god, it's perfect. The mango was like super like ripe, and the flavor is just perfect and sweet, and that a little bit of texture from the passion fruit as well. Those little crispy little black seeds.
Yep.
This is like legit.
Do you love it or do you love
I
it?
love it. I wish I had this next to my little hutong in Beijing. I would go after every meal because it's also healthy. That's just like what a way to get your two fruits in your meal into your diet a day.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
Okay, let's try your one. So what's
Gosh.
yours again?
Well, this is pineapple with passion fruit.
Pineapple with passion fruit. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Oh, it smells so good.
I didn't smell it yet.
It smells like summer.
Oh my gosh. This is what is called tropical.
That's tropical. Like I feel like I've never been to like the Bahamas, but I feel like I'm in the Bahamas. That brings
Or is
us.
here.
So she's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the end of our food adventure today here in Guangzhou, and it's been amazing. I've eaten so many foods that I've never had before. I've learned a little bit more about Cantonese culture, and yeah, I'm already so excited to come back again and eat more foods with you guys.
You're always welcome back, and if you want to live here, let me know.
I think I might. Anyway, until next time, please subscribe and comment and like.
一键三连。
Toujours hajouter sur le compte de Emily.
Yes, this is French, by the way.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, merci et au revoir de Guangzhou.
Au revoir. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Why we speak French in Cantonese?
I don't know.